Welcome to the Challenge 6 Part 1 video. In Challenge 6, we will learn about conditional statements, Boolean operators, and while loops. We will combine these new concepts with concepts that we learned in previous challenges. After this challenge, you will be ready to take on the final challenge of constructing and programming a full digital mood ring. Look at Challenge 6 in the Digital Mood Ring by Challenges document. Let's create a new program named C6 for Challenge 6. Program, right arrow to New, 1 for Create New, C, Alpha to toggle out of the Alpha entry mode, 6, press Enter. Let's add a clear home to prepare the display. Program, Input-Output, 8 for clear home. Press Enter to complete the command. Let's connect temperature sensor number 1 to input port 1 as in our previous program. Program, hub, 9, connect input, enter, select 6 temperature, enter, 1 for temperature sensor number 1, program, hub, settings, 2, program, hub, arrow down to ports, enter, input port 1, alpha plus to close the quotes, right paren, press Enter to complete the command. In this challenge, we are going to use a while loop instead of a for loop. For loops can be set to repeat for a specific number of times. While loops continue to run as long as the statement at the beginning of the while loop is true. In this case, we will run our while loop as long as the user has not pressed the clear key. Here is how we will set up the while loop. First, we will set an initial value for a variable that will store the 2-digit code for the last key pressed by the user. Let's store 0 to variable k for key press. 0, store, alpha, k, enter. We will learn about the TI-84 getKey function that captures the user key press as a 2-digit code for the row and column later in the video. Now let's set up the while loop. Program, select 5 while, enter. While loops start with a true-false statement check. If the statement is true, the loop will run. If the statement is false, the loop is skipped and the program moves on to the next statement after the end of the while loop. Our while loop true-false check statement will be k not equal to 45. Alpha, k, second test, not equal, 45, press Enter to complete the command. 45 is the 2-digit code for the clear key. Row 4, column 5. If the user has not pressed the clear key, then this statement will be true and the loop will run. Because we set the initial value of k to 0, we know that the check will be true the first time, so the loop will run at least once. Now let's put in the commands that we want to repeat in the loop. As in Challenge 5, we will read the temperature sensor number 1 and get the value to variable t. Program, hub, read, 6 temperature, 1, temperature sensor number 1, alpha plus to close the quotes, right paren, press enter to complete the command. Program, hub, 5 for get, alpha, T, right paren, press enter. We will display the temperature with label information on row 4 with a pair of output commands. Program, right arrow to input output, 6 output, 4, 1, to start on row 4 at the first character, alpha plus to open the quotes, T, temperature, second angle for the degree symbol, second test for the equal, alpha 0 for space, then alpha plus to close the quotes, right paren, press enter. Now the second command in the pair. Program, I/O menu, 6 for output, 4 for row 4, comma, then 18 for the character, so that we start after the end of the temperature label. Then alpha T for variable T. Press enter to complete the command. Now we will use a control statement called an if-then conditional statement. If the first statement is true, then the commands in the if-then block are run. If the first statement is false, then the commands in the if-then block are skipped. In our first if-then statement, we are going to check to see if the value of the temperature, variable T, is less than 22 degrees. If the value is less than 22 degrees, then we will set the red, green, blue LED to display blue, and we will display a text message on row 5 that it is cold. Program, select 1 if, alpha T, second test, less than, number 5, 22, enter. Program, number 2, then, enter. Now let's set the red, green, blue LED to blue. Program, hub, send set, color, 0 for the red, alpha space as a separator, 0 for the green, alpha space, 255, the maximum for blue, alpha plus to close the quote, right paren, press enter to complete the command. Now let's display a text message on row 5 of "It is cold." Program, I/O, output, 5 for row 5, 1 for character number 1, alpha plus to open quotes, close the quotes, right paren, press enter to complete the command. Now let's close the if-then command block with an end command. Program, number 7, end. Enter. Press enter again. If T is less than 22 degrees, then the red, green, blue LED will be set to blue and the message "It is cold" will be displayed on row 5. Let's set up another if-then-end block of commands for the situation of T being greater than or equal to 22 degrees. Program, if alpha T, second test, number 4, greater than or equal 22, enter. Program, then from the control menu, enter. Now let's set the red, green, blue LED to red. Program, hub, send set, color, enter. The maximum 255 for red, alpha 0 for space as a separator, 0 for green, 0 for blue, close the quotes, right paren, press enter. Now let's display a text message on row 5 of "It is hot." Program, input output, output 5, 1 to start at the beginning of row 5, open quotes, we added an extra space after hot to assure that the last character of the "It is cold" message is replaced. Now let's close the if-then command block with an end command. Program, enter. Enter again to complete the command. These two if-then statements cover all the possible values of the variable T in mutually exclusive categories. Now move on to the Challenge 1 Part B video.